What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Today's going to be a little bit of a quick one, and I decided to set up in the garage to kind of put the home gym in the background. Now you can't see the treadmill off screen, but I figure, I haven't showed off the home gym yet, so the first video I put my $1,600 investment in should be an investment video and not a fitness related one, so go figure. So today it is August 1st of 2019. And I'm going to list my top 5 dividend stocks as of right now. Now, little disclaimer. As I said in my last video, I'm new to investing. This is just my favorite picks based off of research that I've done on my own. I always encourage you to do your own and go from there. So with that, like the video if you'd like it. If you have any advice for me or anyone else with investing or dividends or anything like that, feel free to let it know in the comments and subscribe for more. So, moving on, the first stock is going to be Apple. Now, everyone knows about Apple. We all have the Apple phone in most cases. Currently, as of filming this, they just beat their earnings expectations, which was less to do with the iPhone. It was 50% less of their revenue, which hasn't happened in, I believe, 6 or 7 years, according to a report that I read. But they still beat expectations. The Mac is still going to be growing to compete with Microsoft pretty competitively, I do believe. So yeah, about $2.14 to get it to per share right now. Dividend yield is 1.45% as of filming this, and their dividend payout is about 70 cents per share every quarter. And it's a great growth stock on top of all that. Whenever I look for dividends stocks, I personally want them to have a yield of about 4 higher. I know that this is much lower than that, but Apple's a great growth stock. Not going to go anywhere, especially with everyone having the willingness to go into a lot of debt for new phones and new computers that they don't really need. So might as well take a little bit of advantage of that if you can. And I mentioned Microsoft before. That's going to segue me into my second pick, which is Microsoft. Microsoft has a little bit less of a yield at 1.35%, and they're paying out about 46 cents per share right now. Their cost to entry is about 142 right now, I believe. Might have gone down, up or down a little bit, so don't quote me too much on that. But kind of like Apple, Microsoft is Microsoft in the PC realm, and with the Xbox, pretty much always going to be a competitive player in the video game industry. I don't see this being a bad investment at all. They've had positive returns every year over the last 5 years, more than likely even more than that. And so also a great growth stock that I don't see any problem with having a good position in. Plus, I just like them as a company. The next one is going to be Coca-Cola. Main reason for Coca-Cola is they pay great dividends right now, 40 cents a share, a yield of 3.29%, and a great growth stock. Not as great as Apple or Microsoft, but not many are really going to beat them. But they've had positive returns over the last 5 years. I want to say it's about 40%. And let's face it, the world's not going to get over sugar addiction anytime soon, and so it's only going to go up from here, especially if they start, selling their own alcohol, which I don't know, that could have been a joke article I read, but hey, it gives me hope. With that, the fourth stock is going to be Ford. Now, Ford Motor Company is a lot like every other motor company right now. Sales are down. People are leasing vehicles getting fleeced on vehicles more and more. Hopefully you know what that means. But they do, despite everything, they recently had their earnings report come out. They did beat expectations, but not by much, which caused their stock to dip below $10 per share, which I went ahead and bought a few shares of myself. Unless it goes up or down, currently they're paying 15 cent per share dividend, yield is 7.84%, which is extremely high. But I'm optimistic about them because just their track record, how everyone's all made in America, even though most of it's not. And it's been trusted for a very long time, been around for a very long time, and ultimately people will always need cars, and especially with them making transitions into more electric vehicles. They've got their electric Mustang hybrid coming out, which I'm curious about. I don't know if I'll be interested in it. Depends on the body style that they go with. and then I believe it's the Ranger that they're like bringing back or brought back, and people are nostalgic, so that'll probably work out well for them. So with the price going down per share, I'm really excited, so I hopped on, and I'm just going to continue to buy more. All right, so the last stock that I decided to choose is a REIT. Now, admittedly, this is the one I know the least about. Of course, REITs, I know they're real estate investment trust. Pretty self-explanatory. The one that I'm excited about the most right now is called Medical Trust Properties, ticker MPW for those who are curious. Right now, their yield percentage is 6.22, and they're paying about 25 cents per share. And considering that it's just under $12 per share right now, I consider that to be great. And they, according to their profile, basically it's just a real estate investment trust that handles hospitals and clinics. And it doesn't matter in times of war, recession, depression, whatever. People will always be sick, and people will always need medical care. So hospitals, they're not going to go anywhere. Some might go out of business, but there will be another one that has to come to replace it. So there will always be a need for that. And plus, like most REITs, they pay out most of their profits in the form of dividends, and they beat their earnings expectations pretty significantly over the past few quarters. So I'm excited about that. And like I said, under $12 a share, with how much you're getting back in dividends, I don't see really any downside to that, especially since it's in the medical property field, I guess you could say. All right, so those right now are my top 5. Told you this a little bit of a quick one. If you have any critiques or comments or suggestions, feel free to let me know. Like I said, I'm new to this, and if you're new and want to try, dividend investing, watch some more videos. Don't just watch mine. This is not me advising you in any way. So just take that and run with it. Leave me any questions that you have or comments. Like the video and subscribe for more. And we'll see you in the next one.